Y'all thought I wasn't gonna be back, huh? Y'all thought I wasn't gonna be back, man. We back like a motherfucker. We about to go right into that bitch. My GM, Detroit Pistons. Fuck you, man. Don't like but subscribe. We turned around this bitch. Hey, shout out to them new subscribers. I seen y'all. I seen y'all new subscribers. I ain't had time to shout y'all up. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna do a giveaway, man. So let's keep turning this motherfucker page up, man. Hold on, you see my dog suited and booted? Fuck you mean? Stacy Adams on, boy. You see him? Son John, motherfucker suit on, boy, suited and booted. God damn it, y'all know what time it is. You see my dog K. I don't remember last time what I stopped on. Oh, we gotta go against Boston. And it's a TV game. Alright, give me a second, y'all. I'm about to get myself together, and then we're gonna go ahead and get back to it. We're going back to the building. You her chilling in the locker room. My dog K Cunny. Hold on. Let me turn around so y'all can take a picture. Fuck you mean? Bitch, take that picture. God damn it. I'm the GM around this motherfucker. Suited and booted. Hey, y'all, give me 2 seconds. God damn. Gotta support the business, man. I ain't here for nobody. I ain't here for nobody else's entertainment, man. I'm on here for myself. Anyway, yo. That ain't but subscribe. Nah, bro. About to get it in. About to get it in real quick.
Come on, Six, with your funky ass. I've been waiting for you all night.
God damn it.
You need shoes. My wife needs clothes. And you need some teeth. Shoot the goddamn nice, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna shoot you down. Come on, Six, with your funky ass. I've been waiting for you all night.
I ain't gonna lie, I might need to find that for an intro, gang. Come on, Six with your funky ass. I've been waiting all night. Alright, y'all, let's get to it, dog. Let's go. I don't think I gotta talk to nobody. Bitch, fuck me to the Vader. Anyway, y'all know what the fuck it is, man. We're going in, man. We're going to get Boston. I see the mismatch already. There's a couple mismatches on here. Y'all know I got Zach LaVine, man. We're just gonna come with the Regos today. We're gonna go with the Regos.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball
TV game,
of
too.
the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for Cade Cunningham.
And looking at his splits, you can see he's taken more of a backseat in their offense in these last 10 games. His usage rate is down, but that's natural. At some point during the season, every player goes through a period of fatigue.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Got a laptop on that boy.
Now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. The guards are pitching.
Yeah. Hold on, what about that? I forgot I gotta turn my motherfucking game down. My game is way higher than my mic. That shit dead as hell. Let me turn my game shit down. I had to do that on my
And
laptop.
White. And it's Porzingis and it's for the Pistons. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Zach LaVine is out there with Durham. And it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning. A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
Here is Cunningham. Got it. Good job in the low post.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Pritchard. Covered by Cunningham. Pass to Brown. Outside, Porzingis to the inside. 5 to shoot. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Adams. Duran pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Brown, and it's in off the backboard.
Oh, Jalen Brown,
Not
that's
the
unusual
easiest
today.
shot on the floor, and Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Now Ivy. loose ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham passes to Duran. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Out of here, man.
Really,
Get out of here with
toughest
that.
calls an official has to make.
Oh, I thought it was out on me.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Here's Duran.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against the Raptors. Duran the pass to Ivy. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Tatum a screen. White finds Tatum. Hits it from three-point range.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from 3.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Keeping us all in motion. Here your Pistons dancers.
And with plenty of games still ahead, here's a quick rundown of the power rankings thus far. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they know what this team is. Some would say they've overachieved, but I feel like they've proven themselves thus far.
And one.
Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the 2 areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that'll grow too.
Shot from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Pistons trailing. Outside, Levine. That doesn't go in. Got a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Last game out, he had 14. Shot clock at 6. Tatum plays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Ivy against White. Ivy dishes to Adams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Bro.
Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the free throw. Second is Asar Thompson. Jaylen Brown, 4th.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, if you don't have great shot blocking ability, you can make up with it with physical play and great timing. They can climb the ladder when they need to defend shots like that.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
There's 1:59 left in the first quarter. Levine against Brown. And the dunk by Porzingis.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off of the screen to find the space.
Pistons trailed by 5. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
In fact, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. 1:22 left in the first. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
Mills with it. Dermonenko on him. Shots good by Mills.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Cunningham. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Brown. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Knocks down the three ball. Tatum's got 8.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Cunningham right side. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Celtics leading by 5. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thompson against Tatum. Six on the shot clock. Over Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
That's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Celtics out in front. They lead by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
That's wild.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown.
They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the floor for Boston. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Mills, and it's Cornette in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Robinson. Oh, good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
I like that Al right there just got a great angle, and he finished strong.
Here's Cunningham. Mills with the rebound.
I'm just missing everything.
And it's Mills with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pistons passing it around. Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And putting that powerful frame to use, Durant has no problem playing through contact.
Mills looking it over. Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Cunningham. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
First one falls for him.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Porzingis comes in for Luke Cornette. And it's Pritchard in for Patty Mills. Here's Pritchard. No good with the triple.
rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Cunningham.
This is such a great use of his ball handling skills and size as Cunningham makes a nice play.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score. Launches a 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Cunningham left side. Here's Thompson. Here's Duran. Rebound Boston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, I felt like they
Get your head off the screen.
with a purpose. So they knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Yeah, in talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Gabe Vincent, he's checked in for Detroit. The Celtics also changing it up. Brown comes in for Al Horford. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Jaden Ivey. Boston also with the sub. Pritchard's checked in. Pistons trailed by 8. Now Vincent, Duran a screen. Porzingis with the steal. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And Tatum
Sloppy
hammers
basketball.
it home.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Pass to Clinton. Out to the right wing. Duran a screen. To end the run. Porzingis with the steal.
Sloppy ball.
And here comes one. Leading the fast break. And White slams it in.
And running with a full
Right.
head of
Turn over
steam, but
people to scores.
completely
Right.
under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Clarkson. Tatum passes to Brown. Outside White. The 3 ball. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Vincent. There's the drive. And he banks in the layup. Vincent's got his first points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
It's good. White's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Tatum kicks to White.
Butter.
Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. White's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the
Defense break it
Celtics.
down horrible.
And so Clarkson will
Defense
bring it
break
up
it
for Detroit.
horrible.
Down by 15. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And they did a super job of getting those extra opportunities. Offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. Those possessions, I felt like were key.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Brown the pass to Tatum. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Left side, Clarkson. Thompson for the triple. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Derek White has been on display for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it felt good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Detroit Pistons.
They couldn't shut down the lane. Only thing that would stuff that is prime Shaq. Maybe two of me.
Now that is a scary sight. Two of you.
Well, we're going to need a bigger fridge, Ernie.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The backcourt.
We got to come all the way back, Ganger.
Steven Adams is out there with Durham. And it's Levine in at the small forward. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and
he just jumped through and do that.
That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. Cunningham's shot is off. Boston leading by 15. Tatum wide open, he fires one. Tatum with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
He gets it in there.
Go.
Ivy's got his second bucket tonight.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 12. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla.
I gotta
He's going to have a
somebody.
discussion
I
here
gotta,
on the sideline.
I'm sorry. One time. I gotta run it like this real quick. Hey, sit down.
Thompson's checked in for Detroit. Clarkson comes in for Cunningham. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The Pistons, number one.
I have to switch it up one time.
A show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Porzingis kicks to Tatum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Asar Thompson.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team move. And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Brown outside. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Misses the baby hook.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Hey! And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Brown outside. Boston again missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pistons trailed by 13. It's Thompson off the drive. Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
And the Celtics making a change here. Horford's checked in. Clarkson outside. To the paint and stolen by Horford. Here's Pritchard. Ivy defending. That one misses. Adams, some nice D. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
And we all know what an incredible athlete Levine is, using those physical tools to draw the defense's attention.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
Now a veteran in this league, Levine wants to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Pass to Dermonenko. Back to Reddish. Pistons passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. It's Cunningham with the drive. Good work defensively by Horford.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's an aggressive attitude.
Oh, hell.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And JB Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Fucking way.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us the move.
God, y'all can see that shit, man. That shit wild as hell.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Cade Cunningham. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's getting around 28 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Cunningham's got 17.
Down by 14.
Cade doing a great job of figuring out how it is that he's going to stay this efficient.
Tatum against Levine. Horford with the screen on Cunningham. Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. Dermonenko with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And here's Reddish. 1:09 left in the third quarter.
We needed that.
Defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call a shooting foul. This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA.
Oh, damn, I'm glad that
by
shit been off the
2K
whole time.
Sports.
I ain't gonna lie.
We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Damn, that bitch been off the whole time. Let me go see. I'm glad that low key, cause I just got my ass beat. I'm kizzy. Let me see how long that shit was off. Let me see. I'm glad that shit was off though. I just got my ass beat. Beaty. Just got my ass beat. I'm kizzy. Oh no, that bitch was on the whole game, low key blood. Alright. So like the end of the third. Damn, I ain't even know that. That's wild as hell. Fuck it. Well, what all boys down to is shit. I got my ass beat. Alright, see that I ran 410 0266. How many assists? I want to see steals. DeMarco Anthony assists. 4 blocks. Who have blocks? White Celtics block. We had 0 blocks, bro. How the fuck is Derek White got 4 blocks and we ain't got shit? Alright, bro. That shit don't even make no type of sense, bro. God damn. How the fuck these niggas got 4 blocks and like Porzingis 4, Tatum 4, and Derek White 4. How do this little ball head ass nigga got 4 blocks, dog? Let's go to my team. 0. Horrible game. Look at the points. Look at the points. Only nigga that scored was Cade. Only nigga that scored was Cade Cunningham for real. I'm about to be a Hyundai. Only nigga that scored for real was Cade Cunningham. No, we can't do that. We'll go against Denver next. You know, trades. We can make some adjustments. I don't think I want to start Sam. Steven Adams. We gonna ride. We've been taking L's, though. We've been taking L's, though. Crazy work. God damn. We should for sure coming out with bad boys.
Let's hear it for the starting five of your Detroit Pistons.
Fuck all them lights and shit. We got our ass beat.
Standing 6'11", Number 12, Steven Adams. At shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches. Number 23, Jaden Ivey. At the power forward position, 6 feet 10 inches. Number 0, Jay Duran. The other 4, standing 6'5", number 8.
Come on, Zach, man, you gotta turn up, man. Join the squad.
At 6'6" number 2.
Jaden Ivey.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Russell Westbrook.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Ivey work together as the backcourt. Zach LaVine out there with Duran. And it's Adams in at the 5. So, Clark, here we are, the home stretch of the NBA season.
Yep, and now we get a chance, BA, to see who has something left in the tank. You certainly don't want to peak too early, but you do want to be steady as you move towards the latter part of the season and postseason play.
And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Duran, the pass to Ivey. Pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Over Murray, and that one's good. Cunningham.
Okay. He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And so Murray will bring it up for Denver. Their last encounter was in Denver.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
I agree with you. I mean, the points off the bench, that disparity was decisive. You've got to have all hands on deck for this one.
So it's Detroit now, after the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Cunningham. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And Gordon with the big finish.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Here's Brown. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Outside Porter. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
The Pistons have gone 1 for 3 so far. Ivey, left side. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Detroit making a change here. Clarkson's checked in.
Now returning on the floor.
And the Pistons with possession here. 7-point differential. LaVine can't hit.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Murray against LaVine. Murray passes to Brown. Fires from deep. Porter's shot is off.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, JV Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. And obviously, facing Nikola Jokic was the first topic of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Levine, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Here's Ivy, into the lane, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed. A great burst on his drives.
Pass to Brown. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Launches it. The offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. Oh, Adams with the block. And it's Ivy penetrating. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Brown. Gordon outside. Fires the three. And another miss by Denver.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Westbrook comes in for Brown. Here are the best on the boards, the league's best rebounding teams. Number 1, Detroit. 4th, Denver.
Yeah, you know, when these two teams play one another, things are going to get physical, especially when it comes to rebounding the ball.
The Pistons trailing. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too. This is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
First trip to the line for him here.
Something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities. But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here's Cunningham. He's coming off a 40-point game against Boston.
And he really made them pay for every foul. He spent much of his time draining shots from the free throw line.
Shot clock at 5. And that one drops.
Okay.
Cunningham's got 6.
They're really working the paint now.
Westbrook outside. Back to Murray. Outside Watson. Pass to Westbrook. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gordon with the big finish.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Levine can't hit. Denver has gone 1 of 4 from deep. The runner. Outside Watson. Robinson against Murray. Shoots over Robinson. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got his second basket.
Yeah, that's just playing smart basketball that time. Murray doing a really good job to set himself up to get free for his shot.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Basketball. Substitution on the floor.
16 seconds left to play in the first. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game.
Here's the 3. A nice shot by Watson. And so it's the Denver Nuggets leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And from what you've seen from the Nuggets, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for Denver, Michael Porter out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2. For 3, Robinson. And he buries his first look.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Denver leading by 3. Westbrook with it. 14 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor. This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own.
You're my favorite player, Westbrook, but you
And a
gotta
moment to look at the
chill
scoring
time.
approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Denver.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Look at Jokic.
And another thing, they found the
What did you do?
man. Really playing unselfish
What did you
basketball,
do?
moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Yeah, it's burnt.
Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal.
And then he gonna come back
The
and
game
get
is
the N1.
extremely
Get the
fluid.
fuck
Guys
out
are
of
in
here.
constant motion. I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it. Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Cunningham passes to Robinson.
Wide open.
And the
Did
three
that
off
Duncan?
target.
Come on, that's
That's
Duncan
a tough
Robinson.
break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And now we got an update on Jaden Ivey. What's the news?
I got some news from Detroit's head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And for a team with eyes on a championship, this injury could have serious implications. We will see how it affects them.
This nigga Jaden Ivey. I'll quit right now, I swear to God. Where the fuck is the injuries? 4 to 6 weeks with a strain right
Thanks
here.
for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Brad.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Come on, Jaden.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Nuggets understand their opportunity. Coach Michael Malone said, we have a special, unique player, and that window is only open for so long. If we want to try and be a dynasty, we need a standard of excellence each and every day, and it's my job to hold the guys accountable. Ryan?
Yep, and it starts from the top. He's done it well. Thanks, Allie. Porter from outside. It's not going to go for him.
What that Ivy take it off? Take it off.
Pistons trail by 3. Here's Ivy. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Here's Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off
He
the
was all
bounce.
on my bag. Where's the
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
Like Westbrook shoot.
Now Westbrook taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game.
Westbrook shoot.
Saric finds Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. Robinson defending. Good work defensively by Robinson. Thompson passes to Jovic. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Denver's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And Saric throws it down.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down, and that's why you got to keep Saric away from the basket.
Get rid of
Now here's Thompson. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Out left to the wing. Jovic passes to Robinson.
Gotta make up for it right here.
The Pistons need to get one up quick. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
And they're ranked first in shooting percentage,
Time
proving
to
how
fuck
lethal
out.
and connected they are on offense. They play for each other. No individual agendas out there.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Porter Jr. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now.
You're seeing where the Nuggets are. As of late, they've looked a little out of sorts, and that's really what's knocked them out of the top spot in the standings.
And Greg, peaks and valleys are part of the season for the most talented of teams. I mean, they've still got plenty of time to get things right before the playoffs.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 3. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. Pass to Duran. Saric with some nice
Jalen
D.
Durant is
Denver leading
dookie,
by 3.
bro.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
Now here's Jokic. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Milwaukee.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Here's Murray. Duran with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Back come the Nuggets on the run. And stolen by Cunningham. To the paint. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
There we go.
Read there from Cunningham.
Showing he has vision and
timing with his passes.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Jokic. The rebound by Detroit. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything going against you. Very frustrating.
Detroit shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
First one falls for him.
As of right now, Jalen Duran kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Gordon, he's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Westbrook. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Takes a 3. The shot by Brown, no good. Outside Levine. Levine tenacious inside. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Pistons ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. Thinking about it, thinking about the shot.
Hey folks, are you as excited as we are? Not possible. Lots to catch up on in the first half. But first, let's examine the power rankings as the season winds down. But first, let's rank the most powerful dunkers of all time.
There's only one name on that list.
The late, great Darryl Dawkins, man.
Dominique?
Me, but those aren't bad guesses.
Shifting focus, how about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Jalen Duren out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Jovic in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. And the shot goes in. Cunningham's got 15.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Murray. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Cash! Jokic!
Damn!
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
About a minute played here in the second half. Inside, and stolen by Jokic.
This nigga didn't even jump.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Aaron Gordon fits perfectly with this team because it's his lunch pail approach. Coach Michael Malone said, I think Aaron Gordon is a prime example of somebody who's truly selfless. He does the dirty work for us, and a lot of times he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Brian, not today.
That's right. Good call, Allie. Thank you. Here's Cunningham following the score by Denver. And he was fouled.
And why not?
Shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Fuck you, man.
It's clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game.
Yeah, you got to go, Jaden.
Steven
This
Adams
nigga,
comes
man,
in
right
for
here,
Jokic.
man. Go sit down,
Jordan
bro.
Clarkson subbed in for Ivy.
Talk that shit, Cade.
That free throw good
And
for
we hit
Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say
Hope
total
my dog
package?
K run across this in
Cunningham,
real life,
the
man.
prototype guard these days.
And timeout is called
Yeah,
by
call
Michael
timeout.
Malone. Coach
Call
wants to
timeout.
speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Let's go, man. Let's go, K. Yeah, talk that shit, K. Yeah. Fuck you, man. Yeah. Bullshit, man. I mean, hit that like button, subscribe on this review. If y'all been on this journey with me on this review, man, you already know what it is. Rock. James Durant time. No. Steve Adams, man. Put the rookie in right here. I don't want to take Cade out, but I'm gonna have to. I can't put. I'm gonna have to put Bronny James. I'm gonna have to call Bronny James up after this game.
The Pistons making a switch here. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jamal Murray.
And over the last
Jamal
5
Murray
games,
been balling
his
over
field
the
goal
last 5
percentage has
games.
increased. And you can make a case his
Oh,
confidence as well because of this.
Y'all seen Boston this game.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Brown. Back to Gordon.
No.
Here's Brown. Down low. Second chance shot.
No.
Gordon can't hit.
That's LaVine, go.
LaVine feeling it out a bit.
Right there.
Clarkson for three.
Clarkson.
And it's good.
Fuck you,
Brennan
mean?
LaVine with the
Let's
assist.
go, Jordan.
Clarkson's got 5 points.
Hey, we lit. What up?
Here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here's Murray.
Step up.
And Again, it's Denver missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to
Clark,
fall.
give it to him.
You can
He on
feel
fire.
his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is
foul,
not happening right now. Even with that
Watch out in
miss,
the
they're
corner.
shooting
We'll hit
75%
that,
coming
we'll hit
out of the
that,
break.
we'll hit
That's a strong start to the half.
Christian.
I just love
Oh, that gang come on
the
tonight.
aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Levine. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Here's Brown. He's covered by Clarkson. Porter from outside. Clarkson grabs a miss.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Clark, when it comes to someone like Aaron Gordon, it seems like he makes at least one jaw-dropping play every night.
Well, when you've got that kind of special athleticism, B.A., you can do that. You can make highlight-type plays just by virtue of your activity and giftedness as an athlete. But he's become a heck of a basketball player, too.
That's my fault.
You always knew the athleticism was there, the energy was there, the work rate was there. But now you're seeing the skill develop. I love watching him work.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Denver making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And in today's NBA, you need your point to be able to get his own. Here are the top scorers among point guards in the league. Cade Cunningham on top.
Yeah, you know, he really gives the opposing teams fits. I just love the confidence he plays with night in and night out.
Exactly. It's just not his ability to distribute the basketball. I mean, it's the scoring punch that he provides as well. That's, to me, what makes him special as a dual-threat point guard.
Now here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. Going all the way to the rack. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Yeah, you know, Jokic has such active hands and really good anticipation. For a big guy, he comes up with a lot of steals.
Levine with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively, and it's in there.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Jokic. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. That one on Duran. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Jokic no good on that one.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
Now here's Cunningham. Scoring over 35 a game. He's someone they depend on for production. Duran with the bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Bitch. The Westbrook is a
1:36 left in the third. Westbrook outside. Back to Murray. Gordon outside. Pass to Jokic. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham up top. Pounded by Westbrook. Robinson for three. Westbrook with the rebound. Denver has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Shoots from the line. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Come on,
Murray's
bro.
got 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. Murray passes to Westbrook on the wing. Porter. Gordon outside. The 3-ball. Zach LaVine clears it away. LaVine's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Zach LaVine, let's go, man.
Just going to work. Talented. Finishing inside.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Porter finds Gordon. And here's Jokic. 2 on the clock. Not going to go that time.
Nope.
3 quarters of play.
Nope.
And a
Let's
close
go,
one here.
man.
Detroit on top. They lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony.
Ivy, I gotta check him out.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Westbrook runs the point with Murray to his side. Hayden Watson is out there with Dario Saric. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. And the Pistons shooting 56% today. Thompson passes to Robinson. Nails it from 3.
Duncan!
And the Pistons lead by 3.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Pure from 3-point range.
Damn. Oh my.
Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Westbrook. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Outside Murray. Saric a screen for 3. Murray, no good. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. The lead is 2. To the middle. 5 to shoot. And Duran with the basket. On the assist by Cunningham.
Down your feet, boy.
Cunningham's got 5 assists in the game.
Down your feet.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Murray. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, he gets it to go.
Damn.
7 of 13 now.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And some changes here for Detroit. Steven Adams checked in for Duran. And it's Zach LaVine in for Robinson. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Denver. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Cunningham. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. On the wing, Murray. And that one's on target from the wing.
Jamal Murray.
Murray's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, on nights like this, it seems like Murray is playing that defense like a song. He can make it a long night for the opponent.
Cunningham with the ball. Checked by Gordon. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Saric. Outside Watson. Gordon on the wing. It's tipped. And he gets it back. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now a 3-point Nugget lead. Adams inside. Saric covers. Back to LaVine. Pass to Adams. Now Cunningham. They need this. Offensive rebound. And that one drops for him.
We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that.
You can count on Adams making the right right play in pressure situations.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
It's the dance man. Get ready, everybody. You're going to see us up on the screen and show us your best moves. Ready, let's go! You gotta dance like everybody's watching. You got the camera on you right now.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the floor.
Denver in the lead. Pass to Brown. Outside Murray. Outside Porter.
2 minutes remaining.
Back to Murray. There's the three. That one's off. 8 for 15 now.
Got the same. God damn,
The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Levine. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Forcing the issue offensively.
Oh, yeah, better call time out.
Sudden explosiveness. He gets a step and draws the foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
Knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Ready to win. No. It ain't ready yet. Devin Ivey, you cannot.
Adams checked in for Detroit. Reddish comes in for Ivy. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Bro.
You know, when you think of Zach LaVine, his scoring comes to mind immediately, but he also rebounds effectively and passes it pretty good, too. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And another miss by Denver. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
Get your head off there.
Gordon with a steal. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Jamal Murray really loves being the crunch time deliverer. This guy relishes the chance to make big hoops.
Now here's Clarkson. A minute 15 left in the game. On the wing, Levine. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Spins. Plenty of space. Again, the miss by Murray.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys.
Timeout.
Pistons going with a whole new group out there. 41 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Cunningham outside. Brown grabs the board.
I can't see shit.
The ball for the Denver Nuggets. 2-point game. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Brown. Gordon finds Murray. Offensive rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. And timeout is called by Michael Malone. There is a lot on the line. And he is...
That's why niggas don't play with this game mode no more, dog. Oh my god. That shit just killed motherfucking...
Determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Nicola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. It's when we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nicola. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Jamal Murray.
Two back-to-back L's, man. I'm through. Hit that like button, subscribe, man. Whatever the fuck it is.